Hey everybody, John the Other here, John Hembling, obviously. I have just come back from court this morning, which I mentioned in my last video. Today was the reading of a judgment from a trial that completed a few weeks ago, and it was the trial of somebody who approached Lighthouse after they were initially accused about a year and a half ago. So, all we had to do today was sit very patiently as the trial judge read his decision, letting us know whether this young man, who has become my friend, would be convicted and sent to jail or whether he would be acquitted. The judge took about an hour to read his decision, and he did not let us know at the beginning how it would end. So it was a bit of a cliffhanger. I'm not going to make you wait. The decision he finally got to was not guilty on each of the 3 charges. Now, as you might imagine, this young gentleman who was accused, who was there with his family, including his mother and his father and his sister during the 4 days of the trial last year, they were all pretty relieved to have the truth be finally recognized by the court. But today, aside from me, it was just his father and his sister who were in court with him. We all sat there, listening to the judge take an hour to summarize every single element of the trial, including the background of how he met his accuser, the time they spent together, the circumstances of a very minor argument that was later reframed as a series of fantasy assaults, as well as the judge laboriously reciting each element of prosecution evidence and then each element of defense evidence. I was not able to tell until we were about 55 minutes into this reading whether there would be a finding of guilt or innocent based on the way the judge was reading his decision. But in the last 5 minutes, the judge began to make it very clear that because of the evidence, including documentary evidence, the accusation's story was not just unlikely, it was obviously a contrived fantasy incompatible with reality. And when he finally announced that his decision was not guilty on all charges, the father of the accused, who was sitting directly beside me to my right, bowed his head and prayed. I think if he wasn't religious, maybe he would have cried. Once we were out of the courtroom, he grabbed me and hugged me almost hard enough to bend my glasses. Luckily, these do not bend easily. Now, the upside of this acquittal is not just that one innocent man will not be going to jail. Most significantly, his family, including his mother, his father, and his sisters, will not be destroyed as well by this false accusation finding success in the courtroom. Now, as I've previously said, it is your support which allows Lighthouse to continue doing this work. So I want to thank you guys very much indeed. And we have had a small string of successes recently, this one today being the most recent. And if you'd like to add your support to Lighthouse, you can help us through the donation links in this video's description. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a lovely, lovely day.